match meet your expectation? Oh, did it fall just a wee short? Phil, please explain to the fans what you believe. You're on the 30, waiting for the clock. Go.
I like the match. There's certainly quite a good buildup for it. It's obvious that these guys have wrestled either together or against each other. They quoted 500 times they've been in the ring together. And I think they were very fluid and obviously very trusting with one another. And they had a really good back and forth match. I mean, Edge stormed him initially and was really kicking his ass. And of course, everyone was popping for that. But you knew inevitably something was going to happen at the end. You knew that they weren't going to be left alone to do their own thing because, this is just the beginning of the feud. And we weren't quite sure who was going to interfere. But I have to admit, though, the end, while it was predictable, was still enjoyable. We had Nick Wayne enter. We had all these other characters. And someone I've grown very fond of is Nick Wayne's mom. When we talk about divas and future divas. Nick Wayne's mom is quite something, And for a moment, it seemed like we didn't know which way she was going to go. We were obviously hoping that she was going to belt Christian, but ultimately she nailed Edge, Adam Copeland. And, we can understand why, because she kind of really was playing a logical part in this whole backstory here. And I think we have the makings of this whole family dynamic of a great feud. Great match, obviously unresolved as it was meant to be, but I thought that the back and forth was great, and I thought that they're both super competitive.
Well done, champ. Good opening round. I shouldn't weigh in. That's not my job. But I got to tell you, good job. Joe, you were Suzanne Summers' thigh master away from dethroning the great champion, Mr. Phil DeCesare.
Oh, God.
Let's see if you can get something done. You're on a 30. Go.
All right, here he goes. Okay, my rating for that match last night out of 10 stars, I'm going to give it a 6.5. I'm going to tell you why. The hype and the buildup for this match was pay-per-view caliber. We got nothing but maybe a second or third match into a house show type match. Edge, phenomenal competitor. Christian, unbelievable competitor. Something was off with this match. They're in Montreal, Canada. They're from Canada. The fans at one point were trying to chant these guys to perform better, and they just couldn't do it. Everything looked predictable. Some of the moves they were doing, it almost looked like the production thing was off with them because you could see them saying, okay, I'm going to do this. Let's do this. Let's try that. There were some parts of the match that were okay, some parts that were just horrible. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I love Edge, I love Christian. I just think something is wrong with AEW's production team where I know it's a professional wrestling company and so forth, but it didn't seem right. And the ending, I mean, I don't even know who Nick Wayne's mom is. I had to Google that last night, and her name is Shayna. Right, her name is Shayna. And I'm sitting there going, she comes down and she's going to be the person to end this match. I just don't get it. I don't like it. Like I said, 1 to 10, 6.5. That's it. Adam Copeland, I don't know what he's going to do from here. I don't know what happens now.
Nice work, Joe. You just sunset flipped Phil. He's in a little bit of trouble. Player, you have no negative points going into the first round. This is a big deal. It's probably the question you did not want to get, but you have a little bit to recoup. Maybe you could have watched on YouTube while you were waiting for the first two to finish with their 30. You're on the board. Go.
Richie, I'm ready to go home now. I'm ready to go home.
That's pretty good. That's well done.
So that will forever be known in the 30 history as either the Steamboat Stall or the Playa Pause because I didn't watch the match. So it's kind of like when you show up at school after cutting a week and then you get handed the test and it's multiple choice and you have no clue and you circle C. So you're going to probably get at least a 25. That's where I'm at right now. I mean, these guys have such a huge – they went to grade school together, for God's sakes. They know each other more closer than brothers. So I'm kind of surprised to hear that the match didn't go the way it probably should have went with two guys of this caliber. I'm thinking that it probably has a lot to do with AEW and how they scripted the match, maybe instead of just letting these two guys do their thing. That would be my guess. But the one thing I do know, I mean, these are guys that they're consummate professionals. They're both, I mean, yeah, they're 50, kind of, the tail end of their careers. But I think if, it's one of these deals where it's going to be, a lot of it's going to depend on how they book this thing. It's not the players, it's the screenplay. So hopefully, and they have so much they can do with this. This can last forever. Hopefully, rocky start, but it turns out well.
Gotta tell you, not a bad round for someone that didn't even see the match. Not too bad.
Wow.
Well done. Players always here to
play.
How
was my Richie's mom imitation? Was it all right?
Dan, I know you still think you're the champion. Unfortunately, you're not recognized. You're the Antonio Inoki of the group. You're on a 30. Go.
If this match was a glass of soda, I would have sent it back. That's how flat it was to me. If you were to look at
Nice.
If you were to look at this match, AEW, like everybody says they want to feel younger. Well, they can feel younger watching this match because we're 2000 again, 2000 WCW. To say when she came out and she's holding the belt, looking at both of them, anybody with one working brain cell knew what was going to happen. This is Jon Stewart hitting John Cena. This is Viagra on a pole. This is Vince Russo level booking. This is horrible. Plus, if I may also point out, this is not the first time AEW's dropped the ball like this. Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, the reunion of the Hardy Boys, and the first match between Edge and Christian, all on free TV, all fall flat. How does AEW keep dropping the ball on these moments? Edge versus Christian, Adam Copeland versus Christian should have been a pay-per-view match, plain and simple. To have it fall flat on TV in front of a Canadian audience is embarrassing. I get that they're trying to push this moment further, but no. To have her come out and turn on the guy that just gave her son brain damage a week ago is absolutely just stupid. It makes no sense to the storyline. I don't care how charismatic Christian is. It's dumb, it's bad, and despite the fact that these guys have chemistry and there were moments in the match where you're like, holy shit, I'm impressed these guys are both in their 50s. They both looked 50 in this match. They were slow. It was a bit off. The crowd was dead for parts of it, which is really sad, but no, flat, horrible, and I'm really disappointed with how this ended.
Good round.
Wow.
And boy, I cannot agree more.